Parking on a Saturday near the city hill is less of a challenge than it is on a Monday. Believe it or not, this is one of the only reasons why I pick up a lot of weekends in the emergency department at the hospital. Typically, employees of the hospital have to pay $29 a day to park on site. On Saturdays, I can park on the street close to the hospital. And this means I typically don't need a security guard or a friend to walk me to my car at the late hours when I get off of my shift because I'm afraid of getting robbed. The parking fee and the fears of losing my life on a daily basis may seem like a cruel and unusual punishment. I find this especially offensive after working a 10 to 12, maybe sometimes even 14-hour grueling shift with patients who are hopeless, helpless, and hapless. Gunshot wounds, stabbings, cardiac arrests, and crying children, that's my day. If I could count the number of frowns on the faces I see simply walking in towards the hospital doors, you probably wouldn't believe me. But when I walk through those doors, an intense feeling of anxiety and vigor overwhelm my body all at the same time. Although I am freshly cleaned and showered, by the end of the day, I will be covered in a mix of viruses, vomit, and other vulgar bodily fluids. I carry a lunch that I'll probably never eat until I drive home in my car. I know that I just recently emptied my bladder, which to me is a positive since I don't really have time to pee anyways. With all this in mind, I strap on a stethoscope, a positive attitude, and a badge I earned. But I pray that I make things happen today. What will those things be that happen? I know you're wondering. But in the stories that follow, you will quickly see that these circumstances and happenings are far beyond normal. What is normal anyway? I often hate this word, normal. I've come to adopt a phrase that I like to call, what is expected? It is expected that when I work a shift in the emergency department, I see a patient who has been struggling with drug abuse and alcoholism for years. Is this normal? I don't know. It might be for that patient. I expect on this shift I will probably see a very sick child who ends up in our intensive care unit. Is this normal? No, not really, but it is certainly expected. I also expect that I will see the same crew and the faces of people that are experiencing the exact same things I'm experiencing in real time. What we find normal in our conversations certainly wouldn't be normal to you. But that's the hospital, and this is my journal. The things that I share with you are not unique to the emergency department, as they are happening all over the country and all over the world. One may say I'm actually lucky to have a parking garage, even if I have to pay for it. And if you think about it, I'm also lucky that I have a job and a place where I feel supported by my peers. At night, I get home to sleep in a bed and shower in a shower and eat food from my fridge, if I have any. But many of the patients that we see at the hospital can't even do these things. So even though I tend to work a lot of weekends, which certainly is not how I thought I would be spending my 40s, at least I know what's expected of me today. And I probably should remind you, if the hardest thing you do today is find a parking spot, consider yourself one lucky son of a bitch.